am T-minus 1 hour from boarding a plane to go to a rehearsal dinner. I'm a bridesmaid in a wedding, and this is the makeup that I'm doing because I literally have 10 minutes from the time I land to get my rental car and get to the venue to get ready to go to this event. So I wanted to do my makeup ahead of time. And I trust that my makeup lasts because I've been doing these videos where I test longevity of makeup and see what actually works and doesn't work, because I'm a very active person. I go on runs, I sweat, and I want to see which ones work. Long story short, I've figured out which products that actually last, and I love this makeup look so much. If I was a bride, this is what I would do. If I was getting married, I would do my own makeup as well. Very soft, very natural, very approachable, but also a little bit glam. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let's get into it. I hate getting ready for such a big event with being in a rush. We're gonna start off with your favorite X exfoliating pads. So I would get the mini one and I would use that to travel. Resurfacing the skin, very gentle exfoliation, but just cleaning off any dirty pores that might be, you know, right in through my nose area. I get some like texture. And then I'm loving this mist I have from Edem, and I actually just got a mini, so I'm obviously bringing the mini one. And then I also have the mini ILIA milk, which is amazing to put underneath my makeup, but I'm not going to because I'm going to save the mini one. Essentially the same thing as the prequel milk, which in this circumstance, to me, when you start putting a bunch of hydrating products underneath each other, Charlotte Tilbury, Magic Cream, and things like that, I feel like they're really pretty, but it could end up looking too shiny, and then you just need to add a lot of powder. For me, especially being somewhere that's really hot out, I really don't want that. I want just hydrated and plump skin. I don't want skin that's gonna move around. A milk is my preferred way to hydrate. Give that a second to absorb. I like to start off, especially when I'm doing more of a fancier look, with eyes or brows. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer on my lids just to base them. I'm not much of an eyeshadow girly, so less is more in my opinion. The palette that I'm bringing is one of my favorite palettes of all time, and it's from Too Faced, and it has so many different shades of colors, but you can see how complementary this is to me. And I'm doing very like earth tones for this wedding. Favorite crease brushes, which is the 212 BK Beauty brush, and I want to use this like really soft kind of crease shade just all over. It sets everything, kind of blending in a couple of these lighter shades, and I want to just blend in the crease and add a little bit of dimension. I look so much older if I add too many dark colors to my eyes, so I really have to be careful here. Kind of a mauvey pink, and I don't really want shimmer today. I'll just take the darkest shade with an angled brush, Nikki LaRose BK Beauty Brush N11, and I'll just use almost like a kind of creating like a smoky shadow liner. This is truly the easiest way, and it's like a brown, so it's not too aggressive. It does amplify the look just enough because, again, we are literally doing wedding things, and that's it for eyeshadow. And as I'm doing these things, I'm putting them in my bag so I make sure I'm perfectly packed. I ran out of my favorite brow product from Kosas, so I'm using this one from REFY, and it's in color light. So just doing a really soft brow fill. It's very easy to go overboard with this. I feel like if we have our brows on, everything just starts to look better. I'm also bringing my CL skin tint for the vacation in general, but I'm gonna be using my little bronzing drops from WESTMAN Atelier. This is in color Soye Parfait 1. I like to focus it on the outer side of my face, but I'll kind of put it everywhere. My face is so much lighter than my skin on my body, so what I'm trying to do here is just bronze it up without looking cakey or patchy. The foundation I have is the Christian Dior, and it's in 2N, but I'm actually shade, I would say like 2.5. And so I need to really bronze up my base here. Otherwise I'll just have to be adding too much bronzer, and I don't want to have to do that. Trust the process. I feel like I look crazy right now, but I will look good by the end. So wherever you put your bronzer or contour is where I focus this product. I realized I didn't put any SPF on. Definitely start with that. I'm using this one from Well People. It doesn't have any white cast. It's perfect. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray, and I'm gonna use that everywhere just to hydrate the skin. It's the best between every single step of your makeup, especially if you're doing like a full glam look. This foundation I love with all of my soul. Like, I think it is by far the best coverage and payoff. Like, my skin just looks like my skin but better. I just can't tell you enough how good it is. It is actually just simply the best foundation because you can build it up, you can make it really full coverage, or you can just leave it being, you know, like a little, almost like a skin tint if you want. Forgot to add my brow gel, so I'll do that now before I get too blended. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. I want to be a little bit more on the bronzy side, so I wanna use this one, and it's from Earth's Cure, and it's the Beach Bronze Bronzer. A makeup artist that I worked with on set became a friend of mine, and she created this combination of colors and quality of the product, and her name's Casey Gore, and she's so incredibly talented. Like, one of my favorite makeup artists that I ever worked with. Like, she really stuck with me. Came up with this color and this formula, and I'm telling you, she knows what's up. It's truly one of the best bronzer sticks that I've ever used. Using my ILIA concealer under the eyes, and I'm gonna let this sit down for a second while we do other things. Now that everything is blended, I'm gonna be using my Clarins lip stain today because I do every single day, because it's the best lip color, and it also just makes my lips look more juicy and plump. Helps my lip liners that don't last that long last long. It's essentially a stain. I never put it on my entire lips. I think it's just a little bit too much, but I keep it almost like a shadow. So I do the outside of my top and the outside of my bottom, and that's it with this. This is in color Nude Water. Swear by this product. Now I'm gonna blend in that concealer. The Nikki LaRose N16 brush is my favorite concealer brush. I just go in with my ring finger and blend it in to make it look as natural as possible. And the color I use in this concealer is color Mesh. It is by far, hands down, the #1 holy grail concealer I've ever used. I have a huge collection of concealers, and if you've been watching my videos, especially recently, you will actually know that this is the only concealer that I use and reach for. I still like my other ones. Like, I love my Tower 28, I love my, you know, the Kosas one, I love them all, but I just find that this is the one. Like, it doesn't really need to be set. It dries down beautifully. It's the perfect shade for me. Like, everything about it is literally a 10 out of 10. Another Nikki LaRose BK Beauty brush, the N14, and the Makeup by Mario setting powder in Fair Pink. It is by far the best. It's the only one I use, and I'm literally about to be completely out of this product. That's how much I use and how much I love it. And another Nikki LaRose brush. They sell this in like a 7-piece kit, and I just recommend getting the whole thing because obviously it's good to have all of them. Powder down everything, and then the trick to a perfectly powdered face is, of course, more mist. It just locks everything in and it rehydrates the skin. The 2 liquid blushes I'm bringing is color Worth from Rare Beauty. I just think it's very earthy toned and like beautiful and warm, which is what I'm gonna use right now. So put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm also bringing for Yellowstone, when we go after, this REFY water blush in color Apricot. They're essentially the exact same color, but this one's just easier to apply. So sometimes I just wanna reach for this one just to touch up, to add a little bit more, to rehydrate the skin, because like I said, it is a water blush, so it just hydrates and it looks really pretty. So I'm gonna use my same Makeup by Mario F4 brush and then go in and just bring some life and color. And also you can already see how this is marrying together my eyeshadow that I used. I also find that these Rare Beauty blushes, I did like a wear test and I went on a run, and I felt like when I got home from my run, my blush was all still there. And so I know that I want to bring this one because it is very long lasting. The one from Rare Beauty, the water blush, does not last that long. So that's obviously another reason why I want to bring this one. Because this color is a little bit deeper, it does emulate almost like the sun-kissed sunburn look that I love. The bride texted me and she asked if I could bring her some lip colors, and she wants that very like soft pale pink, the classic Charlotte Tilbury type of wedding lip. So I'm bringing her quite literally the Pillow Talk lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury, French Exit from Mary Phillips, because it's a very similar color, but it also has a little bit of a brown in it, which is really pretty, especially because she is brunette. And then I have obviously this one, Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. It's my favorite lip liner ever. I've almost used this whole thing. And I also have the one that's a 24-hour hold, so it's long wearing lip. So obviously I'm gonna reach for this one. Sometimes when you get a long wearing lip liner, some lip liners that are 24-hour long wearing are really drying, and this one I don't find does that at all. And then 2 really good hydrating lip products that I'm bringing: the Clarins Lip Perfector, which is in color 06. Again, that same kind of, I don't even know what to call this, like a rosewood, dusty rose kind of color. And then this one is pretty clear from Paula's Choice Peptide Lip, It's just really hydrating. I'm not gonna use it right now because I don't need to, but the One Size setting spray is one of the best setting sprays for longevity. It's literally hairspray for your face. So use this if you are actually getting ready. My makeup bag right now is just simply overflowing. So I have two mascaras that I'm bringing. This one from YSL, it has a very full, like, bold lash, and then this is a brown, and I feel like the brown from ILIA is a dark brown and it's really pretty, and I cannot decide if I want to go black right now, if I want to go brown, and I feel like brown is better, but I really like the boldness of this, and I really need the brown of this YSL mascara. If you're watching this, send it to me. I'm glad I went with the brown. I feel like this fits. This works really well. I still think I want to use it on the wedding day. This one gives you that really soft, delicate lash, and the YSL one gives you like va va voom. And I feel like because we're going glam, I do want va va voom. So maybe tomorrow. And if I'm being completely honest with you, if I was getting married, this is like the makeup I would do, you know? Just gonna touch up a little on my brows. And then last step is my highlight. This is from Hourglass, and I think it's just one of the prettiest little highlights that I own. I love the packaging and I love how it looks on the skin. It's really soft, and I love how tiny and compact this little packaging is. This is the Unreal Liquid Highlighter from Hourglass in color Divine. And also from Hourglass, I've talked about this before, but they have this little brush that's very fanned out, and it is stunning. Like the most beautiful highlight, and it doesn't pick up any product as it goes on. I feel like this is a perfect bridal makeup. It's very warm. We're doing earth tones. My dress is like green, and tomorrow my dress is brown, so I feel like it does need to be very soft and earth tone. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.